this morning I was watching the debate, the third and the last U.S. presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And how many of you guys are fan of Donald Trump? Come on, I don't see one, not even one single hand. No, what about Hillary Clinton? Anybody? Okay, I see a couple of hands there. Okay, sure. All right, so it was so ugly. These two people, they're trading jab, they're throwing mud to each other, rebuttal, insinuation, even insults. And you think Hong Kong politics is bad? I think U.S. is not far behind us. Right? Okay. So I really, encourage you guys to actually read newspapers and watch TVs and not just soap operas. Watch educational channels. You learn a lot about the world from watching television and reading newspapers. And you, as a smart university student, you should do that. Okay? Do that, please. All right. So one more thing, then I will be gone, and my guest is not here yet, and I'm running out of things to say. Okay, now closer to home, the CNN is every U.S. We don't care about U.S. too much. Can you give me the next slide? I think I talked about failure last time. If some of you were here last time, you heard about me talking failure. And funny enough, our speaker tonight, Lewis Palm, he's also talking about failure. A healthy society can't have two curves going like this. You guys are making a lot of money, making a lot of progress, but we're not happy. We're doing poorly. And look at that red line. You know what that red line is? What that red line represents? Housing. There you go. Terrible. As a society, we're doing really well collectively. But at the same time, as a society, we're doing poorly collectively on housing. When you look at your own situation, some of you guys live in the dome. Lucky, congratulations. But once you move out of the dome, you move out. You move back with your family, with your folks. You probably aren't too happy, isn't it? Because living quarters is small and you don't have privacy, you can't invite your boyfriend home or girlfriend or whatever. That's terrible, isn't it? So, and the other line doesn't matter. What is it? The other line is transportation. Yeah, transportation is a non-issue. I don't think so. It's also going down. So two things going down in Hong Kong: transportation going down, housing is going down to the pits. A month ago, and then a week ago, another article in the Morning Post, similar article. 40% of Hong Kong young people aged between 18 and 35, okay, you guys, 18 and 20, 22. 40% of them are thinking of getting the hell out of Hong Kong. They want to immigrate, right? You want to do a little statistics here? Those you guys, really said, I'm sick of Hong Kong, I want to move out. Doesn't matter. We won't tell them, didn't you? Raise your hand. Eh? Okay, come on. Don't be shy now. If you truly really want to get out of Hong Kong, and the statistics is a government statistics, so it doesn't really align. And I'm so disheartened, when I hear something like that. 40% of young people want to get out of Hong Kong. They couldn't find a future here. Now, before Lewis Hong comes up, and while I just ran out of things to say, I want you guys to come up. Anybody at all? Just want to say a few words?
But thank you very much. I like this format. Actually, it's sort of semi-informal. Yeah. And, so I don't want to be making a speech here because honestly, I have not really prepared a speech. I hope that this is going to be a bit of an exchange, sharing session. So feel free to put up your hand and ask questions, and I just want to maybe share with you all a bit of my work experience for the last how many years? Because I actually started when I was 19, creating the very first company that I still actually own today. It's still the holding company that I'm using to hold a number of the other investments and other companies that I've invested into. So I am actually 46. So 19, actually it's close to 30.
Young man, in other words.
Right. So I was on the way, I was stuck in a car for 1.5 hours. So I was thinking about, okay, so how should I start this? And I thought I should start by an intro of what I am doing and what I have done for the last few years in businesses. And I have this little paper that I wrote in the car. And it is just a list of the industries that I have been involved with for the last 10 years. So let me share with you. Right now, let's start with, right now I'm still wearing the hat. Maybe I should start with the one that is more interesting. I am a board member of the Warner Music Asia Group. Warner Music, I'm sure a lot of you like to listen to Warner. So we have some very popular singers, artists. So that's the entertainment industry. I was involved with it, Warner Music, because I actually acquired some years ago the biggest music and entertainment group of Hong Kong, which is a company called Go Typhoon, and I sold it to Warner a couple of years ago. And one of the prerequisites, I have to sit on their board. Okay, so that's entertainment. And then let me just give you the industry. Put it this way, now I sort of describe something. Beauty. I was lucky to be the chairman of a company called Global Beauty, which is actually the world's biggest beauty group in regards to sort of surfacing, not cosmetics, but like facial, like slimming, hair treatment, and that group actually operates about 400 stores around Asia. F&B, I have a lot to share about F&B later. Food and beverages. I was in high fashion. I'm still in high fashion. I'm the Asian chairman of a company called Perla, which is an Italian brand. We operate about 350 shops around the globe. In Hong Kong, for example, we have shops in Pacific Place, in Harbour City. It's a high fashion business. It's branding, it's fashion, it's garment, and so on. Construction. I helped found one of the biggest curtain wall. I don't know if you guys know curtain wall. Curtain wall, it's the facade of the building, the window and the aluminum frame. So it's a company called Flower City. I brought them to Hong Kong. And then high-end audio, I am involved with a company called Fine Sound, which is the world's largest high-end audio. It produces and distributes very expensive speakers and high-end audio amplifiers. If you guys really like amplifiers, you probably have heard of a brand called Macintosh, which is like the Ferrari of...
Probably not the one you're using right now. There's high school stuff, right?
Right. And I was the chairman of a TV station in Taiwan. It's actually called Ba Da. It's actually one of the 4 biggest TV stations in Taiwan. And so on and so on. And then, so you might ask, so why am I involved with so many industries?
Why not?
Well, it's actually quite tough because actually I started as I call myself a deal maker. So I help to bridge buyer and sellers of companies. So in other words, actually, I started as an investment banker. I call myself a broker. And then later on, I actually founded, I was involved with a very, very big private equity fund. How many of you actually know about private equity? You know what private equity is, right? Yeah. So I was involved with a very big private equity fund. And then I founded with another partner our own fund. So from being a broker to becoming a principal. And then our fund is about 1.5 billion euro. So in the old days, private equity fund managers used to only sit in board meetings and listen to the good news. But for the last many years, private equity investors actually need to be very involved with the operation of companies like me. That's why it's not that I'm very capable. That's why I was able to manage a lot of business. Just I was forced to, and because we invest in all these companies, I become very involved with the operations. So I would like to. That's the background. That's me. I would like to share with you, looking at you guys. May I sort of do a little survey so I make sure that I can tell you some stories about me that can sort of help you or to inspire you. How many of you are actually undergraduate? So most of you. And so most of you will be looking for a job in the near future, correct? All right. So let me share with you. Earlier, Philip said I want to share some of my unsuccessful story today. So I would like to start with, from the very beginning, one of the very first unsuccessful story I have. I actually, I said earlier, when I was 19 years old, I was in university. I started my company in Canada. I went to a university called University of British Columbia in Canada, in Vancouver. Studied accounting, trained as an accountant. So I started that company. My parents said, hey, why don't you come back to Hong Kong? Hong Kong is more opportunity. And I said, no, but I got this company here going on quite well. They said, oh, you can sell it. So I sold it, I came back. So these are the kind of things, I guess it's nothing special about it. But at the same time, I just want to share with you life. So if you have, when you get a job, when your company sends you to do something you think difficult or not comfortable, we all went through it. All right? What I want to share with you is actually, I'm doing okay now. Right, fine. But at the same time, the first question I would like you to ask yourself is this really the route you want to go through, and are you ready for all the challenges? And starting your own business is actually very tough. Very, very tough, very difficult. But at the same time, I encourage youngsters to start if you really are determined, because you have nothing to lose. Like me, when I was young, I started and I don't have kids, I was not married, it's okay, if I lose, I lose. But first of all, the challenges, okay, no matter how smart you are, I thought when I was young, I thought I'm a smart guy. As I grow, actually, I think I'm very normal now.